Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This trade that I'm going to be discussing here is a once in a lifetime trade. The market conditions were perfect. Everything was perfect. It was a perfect setup and this just doesn't happen often. This video is made for education purposes only. Please understand that investing, especially in this current market, is extremely risky and most people will lose money. So here's the setup. We all know the company Netflix, okay? So let's take a look at the company. This is a 1 year chart of Netflix. Actually, this is a 5 year chart. So you can see right in here, where's COVID? Okay, right in here is when COVID hit in roughly March and April of 2020. Okay, the stock had been trading kind of sideways in that $360 range-ish. Then COVID hits right here. And what COVID did for this stock and this company was sent it on a dramatic, sure, there was some stair steps along the way, but we went from a low of around $339 to eventually getting up to $680. Okay, just a steady upward stream. Now, there was no rationale for that pricing. Okay, the stock was extremely popular mainly as a trading stock. And we knew with COVID, their subscriber base had just gone through the roof because there wasn't much else to do but sit home and stream movies and programs. So this thing just kept growing. Now you can see it did start to slow down in the summer of 20. It traded sideways for, almost a year. And then late summer this year, it took another $180 jump up. You can see this in here again. It was just about vertical. Now enter the market of last week. This is a 1 month chart with 30-minute increments of Netflix. So we can see here we were cruising along. This is back the end of December, cruising around that $600 mark. This is when interest rate fears begin to creep into it. The bond market starts to tick up, and we can see the thing is slowly declining until about the second week, around the 10th of January. This thing starts to stabilize and trade sideways and consolidate here. Now, the big event coming up was earnings on the 20th of January. The market, remember, the market overall has been extremely squeamish. Any little news during this time period has sent the market in a tizzy. Okay, so the trade I'm talking about, we put on the day of January 22nd. Okay, at approximately 9 o'clock in the morning. So it was somewhere. Let me go right about here, January 22nd. Still going back. 9 a.m. Yeah, somewhere in that range. Okay. So let me just play this and then I will give you an overview of the trade. So this was a bearish, meaning we thought the stock would drop, earnings put trade. Okay. On January 20th, 2022, we bought 3x of the 435 put expiring the next day, which was 121 of 22, and we paid $59 each of them. So 59 cents per share. Each option contract represents 100 shares. So it was $59 times 3. So it was roughly $180 we had invested into this trade. Extremely risky. We call these lottery trades because there's a good chance that this was so far out of the money and it was such a time duration that if the stock did not fall precipitously, we would lose the entire $180. So it was a like what we like to call a lottery trade. Because of the short duration, this was entered on a Thursday. The option expiring the next day on Friday. It literally was going to expire worthless if the stock did not move. We just had a feeling that the market was so jittery that any negative news would just be punished. Okay. Netflix is set to report earnings after the close of market on January 20th. And as we've stated, this is an extremely risky lottery play. We have never had a trade 61x on us. You know, we've hit some pretty good home runs, but this was absolutely insane. And as I said, the market conditions had to be right. I'd like to describe the market during this time as almost like a tinder, like a dry tinder. Okay, and any little spark was going to just ignite this thing. Okay, so after the market closed, Netflix reports their earnings, and they disappointed both on earnings and on guidance. Okay, after hours, the stock was already down 10 to 15%, which meant we were probably going to get somewhere around maybe a 10x for it, somewhere in there, which still would be great. You know, you spent $59, you made 600. That would have been just amazing. Well, after the open on the 21st, Netflix continued to drop. Remember, we had bought 3 contracts. So we sold the first one at $37. Translate, remember, that's per share. Each contract is 100 shares. So that was $3,700 for that contract. After that, we're obviously way more than free rolling. So we decided to hold the other 2 just a little while. It started to give up some ground, so we sold the other 2 at a price of $36.6. All in all, it was a 6,100% return, or a 61x on our investment, once in a lifetime trade. So what was it, 7,200 here, roughly $10,000. And here we've got screenshots. I legged into this. So what I did is, when I picked up the 3 options, I bought them one at a time to try and to ensure that I was going to get the right price. This was entered into at 9:30 a.m. on January 20th. One put option expiring. We bought put to open. One January 21st option, which was 1 day away, at a strike price of 43. We sold the first one, as I said, at $37.05. So we sold the first one. That's where we got the $37.05 at approximately 8:30 in the morning. We sold the next one. It started to give up a little ground at around 8:40, $36.60 credit. And I don't have a screenshot of the third contract that I sold. So it was a 6,100% overnight profit, 61x, on a $59 investment. We got over $3,600 per contract out. Like I said, just a once in a lifetime event. Just look at this chart. You know, when have you ever seen this? So we come up, I mean, this thing was just going crazy. And because of the market conditions, boom. Okay. So that's our home run hit on Netflix. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, we'd like to invite you to hit the thumbs up. Please comment below if you have questions or comments. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Here's the 5-day, or the 1 month chart rather. Look at, you know, we're on a slow decline, but then look at when these earnings were announced. I mean, and you can see it continued to go down here, got down to what, 350. So, but I mean, this is just insane. So, as I was saying, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd sure appreciate it. Hoping to load up a bunch more content in the coming days. If you have any videos you'd like us to do for you, be more than happy to do that. Here again, just leave them in the content or in the comment section below. Once again, please remember that this type of investing is risky. These results are extraordinary. Your results will probably never come close to this. And in fact, you have a good chance of losing the entire investment you make. So this is Chris from DefinedRiskInvesting.com. Thanks so much for watching the video, and good luck trading, everyone.